I'm about to prepare some crock pot meals. Yes, I've still been doing my crock pot meals using my freezer garden. So on that note, let me update you about my freezer garden. So I keep basically most of the things that I purchase from the store that has to be frozen. I try to keep that separated over here, or things that I've used or that I plan on using soon. I try to keep that on this side. I do have some pomegranate seeds over here though. That's fine. But my freezer garden has been going very well. I have discovered some things about it. And some of the things is, like, I have this cabbage here. I've ate 3 bags of cabbage already. And to me, the texture of the cabbage, I prefer to have it fresh than frozen. So I think next time cabbage will not be on my list of frozen vegetables that I do. The avocado has worked out well. Of course, the hash browns work out well. I'm actually going to be using some of my onions today in one of my crock pot meals. And these are some frozen meals that we had left over, some soup and some lasagna. It freezes well. It thaws out well. It tastes good after it thaws out and is heated. These are some peppers. I'll be using those tomorrow for my ground turkey. And I still have some mangoes left. Up here, I still have some fruit, quite a bit of fruit, because I haven't been making as many smoothies as I wanted to. I still have some spinach, which I'll be using that probably upcoming Thursday for a spinach and salmon meal that I want to prepare in the oven. I'm actually going to take some squash out today, and I'm going to take out some zucchini because I plan on preparing a meal in the crock pot using squash and zucchini. Also, I need some lemons. So those are pineapples. Let's see. I'll use those lemons. And then I'm going to need some broccoli. And it's getting slim back here. I've used some asparagus. I've also discovered that I think I'll prefer asparagus fresh rather than frozen, and squash. I think I like it better when I'm doing it on top and stir frying it. I prefer to have fresh squash over frozen squash. The frozen does okay if you like that type of texture, but I prefer the fresh texture. So far, asparagus, squash, and cabbage will not be on my list to refreeze. If I purchase those, I'll just purchase them fresh when I'm ready to use them to avoid waste. But today I'm going to take out zucchini, broccoli, squash, and lemons because I'm going to make a squash casserole inside of the crock pot. I have prepared this salmon and zucchini casserole in the crock pot before, but I have used fresh vegetables. Today I'll be using frozen vegetables, so I definitely will know the difference in taste. And I'm doing more more squash than zucchini. And for this, you use a cup of cheese. You just layer it all in here. And normally you're dealing with fresh vegetables, so it layers very well. But since I'm dealing with frozen vegetables, I'm going to put a half a cup of cheese in it now and a half a cup later after it thaws out a bit. And I'm also going to use a half a cup of breadcrumbs. I'm going to use a little bit now and then put a little bit in there when it all thaws out. And then I'm also going to wait to add the salt and pepper. So I'm going to let this melt down, unfreeze some of the vegetables first, and then I'm going to add the rest of the cheese, the salt and pepper, and the rest of the bread crumbs after I'm finished. I forgot to add my onions, so I'm just going to stick them in there as well. And we'll let that melt down. Okay, so for my salmon crock pot meal, I've already cooked this one before as well, but I did it with fresh lemons and fresh broccoli. This time I'm using some out of my freezer garden. I'm going to know the difference. If there is a difference, I'll let you guys know. But for now, I'm just going to add all the lemons in here. Just layer them in there. And I've already seasoned my salmon with olive oil, some Creole seasoning, garlic powder, pepper, and regular salt. So I'm just going to layer these on top of the lemons as per the recipe. It also calls for broccoli, and this is some of my frozen broccoli from the garden. And I'm just going to drizzle it again with some olive oil just to season the broccoli with a little more pepper and salt. Don't want it to be too salty. And that's it. So I'll know the difference between the two tastes because I've tried this with fresh vegetables, and now I'm trying it with both recipes with frozen vegetables from my freezer garden. So I'll definitely let you guys know the difference. I have to apologize, y'all. I completely forgot all about updating you after the food got done. But I've ate my piece of salmon and my broccoli. Delicious. Delicious. I think I would prefer to have fresh lemons over the frozen lemons, even though it didn't take away from the taste. But I think it would be more citrusy flavored if I used the fresh ones. But it was good. It was good. It tastes basically the same. And then the squash and zucchini casserole, it was pretty good. I decided to add less breadcrumbs in it, and I'm kind of glad that I did. But I like it. I like the texture of it. It makes it a little more soupy with the frozen vegetables, because once they melt down and release the water, then it gets a little more soupy. So if you don't like soupy, if you prefer thicker, then use fresh vegetables. But if you don't mind a little soupy, then you can use the frozen one. Tastes good. I like both of them. I'm gonna fix my husband's plate because I completely did not let y'all see my plate. So I will do that.
How's business? It's going great. Haven't had a new client in weeks.
Today, not only will I be going into my freezer garden, I'm going to be using for the very first time one of my dishes that was gifted to me at Hobby Lobby by one of the lovely customers. I had put it back and she was like, no, I want you to have it. And she actually purchased it for me. So today I will be using the smaller of the two to fix some sweet potatoes in. So out of the freezer, I grabbed some onions, and these are pinto beans that's been cooking in the crock pot. They've been cooking already for about 2 hours. Generally, you cook them on low for about 6 to 8 hours, but because I'm cooking a pretty fast meal, I'm gonna do it for 4 to 5 hours on high. And you just constantly watch them because you don't want them to burn. From my freezer garden today, I'm doing a smoothie in recognition of this Jamaican jerk Jamaican kind of meal we got going on. I'm going to do do a mango pineapple smoothie. And so I'm going to grab some of my pineapple, and mango is down here. Yeah. And I'm also going to add some almond milk and sweeten it with just a little bit of honey. Hopefully the mango and pineapple are pretty sweet themselves, but I'm gonna just do a tad of honey, and I'm also gonna do a tad of vanilla, just a drop of vanilla in my smoothie. So that should be pretty good. So I've already cut up and washed my potatoes and also washed my chicken. I've washed my bowls. Everything is washed and ready to go. So for the sweet potatoes, I'm going to put some brown sugar into my little cup. And you can heat this up any way you want. Some people use measuring cups, the little glass ones. Some people use other cups. However you want to do it is your choice. Now these sweet potatoes are fresh. I bought them fresh. I did not freeze those. And I'm going to use probably for this amount of potatoes, 2 tablespoons of butter. I don't want them too sweet, but I do want them sweet enough. I'm going to go ahead and add my cinnamon into this mix before I put it in the microwave for a little bit. Put a little bit on my potatoes. I'm going to add just a dab of olive oil because I don't want them sticking very much. Just a dab. And I'm going to add just a little salt. Just a little. Now let me melt this and then I'll pour it over, mix it good, and it'll be ready to go. And I like to finish all of this before I start messing with my meat, because once you start touching the meat, you know, you can't touch nothing else. Well, at least I don't. I don't think it's highly recommended to do so. So all right, that's melted up pretty good. I'm gonna stir it. Just get it all stirred and mixed. And then I'm just gonna pour it. Pour it, pour it, pour it. And just mix it up a little bit. Now it'll be good if you get in here with your hands, but I really don't want to get in here with my hands right now. I'm just gonna stir it as much as I can and mix it, because as they soften, I'll be able to, you know, get it in there and get in there good. Then I'm gonna put this in the oven uncovered, and towards when I stir it for the last time, which will be when it's pretty much soft and ready to go, I'll probably cover it up. Depend on what it's looking like. But my potatoes are ready to go in the oven. All right, let's put up the butter, put up the cinnamon. I'm gonna go ahead and open up I just bought some paper towel from Sam's. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up my new pack because I need to wipe this up. I am forever using paper towels. Like, I should probably have some stock in paper towels because I go through paper towels so much. Okay. All right, all that's clean. I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay. Now let's get busy with this jerk. We're gonna season this bad boy. First I'm gonna put some seasoning. Not too much. It's a salty thing. Salt is in it, but you do want to get it seasoned. I like my chicken with flavor. I don't like it salty, but I do like it with flavor. Then we're gonna add a little bit of garlic salt, and I try to only use one hand to touch the chicken with, so when I touch my ingredients, they're not full of chicken juice. Then we're gonna add some onion powder. And we're going to add just a little bit of regular salt, not too much. Jamaican food is not salty. It's just well seasoned. Then we're going to add this Jamaican jerk seasoning. I've never had this kind, but I saw a content creator use it. So I'm gonna definitely try it, see how it goes. And I'm gonna mix this in, so don't think I'm just dousing one flavor on this chicken. All right, then I'm gonna add in some olive oil. Now I'm getting my hands dirty. And this is why I say I didn't want to touch anything else until I was finished. Just touch this chicken until, because I do use my hands to just kind of marinate and rub it in and mix it in with the olive oil. Okay, and I have to put on the jerk rub. So I am going to wash my hands really quick. And then I'm going to add some of this Jamaican jerk seasoning. It's mild, not hot, it's mild. And according to the content creator, she just wanted to add just a little bit in here to mix it with, because I guess it gives it like a strong taste or something. Haven't used this before either, but I'm gonna get in here and rub this in as well. She used thighs with hers. I'm using legs. You can use, I guess, whatever chicken you choose to use. Okay. All right. I'm gonna wash my hands again. All right, you guys. And lastly, now that my hands are clean, I can touch my chicken broth. We're gonna pour, not on top of the chicken, but just kind of in between here, just a little bit. Soak up some of this goodness. All right, now it's ready to go in the oven on about 350 for an hour and 30 minutes. Maybe start checking it around an hour 15, hour 20, somewhere in there. And of course, to your taste. I like mine cooked well done, so I'll leave it in a little bit longer, but you do how you please. And it's not covered. And I forgot to let you know, the potatoes will cook generally about 30 minutes on 350. So they will be done before the chicken. Now it's time to clean up. Y'all, it smells so good. The potatoes are already bubbling. Whew. I'm gonna take them out and I'm going to stir them. This is what I was talking about. See, we're gonna stir this. Can y'all see that? No, y'all can't. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a Jamaican kitchen. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. They've been cooking for about 10 minutes, but I wanted to go ahead and stir them and get that mixture mixed all up in there. And okay, so we're gonna make our mango pineapple smoothie to go with our Jamaican food, Jamaican style food, I should say. Add a little frozen mango. There's some pineapple. Let me get this spoon out of here. We're gonna put in just a little bit of vanilla. We're gonna squirt it with some honey. Not much, because, you know, it's not supposed to be sweet. It's supposed to be healthy. And then we're going to top it with some almond milk. And this will probably make a little bit over one, but I don't want to make a big batch of it because they're better when they're freshly drunk. when you drink it fresh. No ice is in here. Just the frozen fruit. All right. Ooh, look at it, y'all. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. We're gonna take our glass here. I'm gonna move y'all over. I'm gonna sit my glass up here because I wanted y'all to see it being poured in here. Yeah, we got enough for a second pour. And then I'm gonna top them with a little cherry or two. 2 cherries won't hurt. Now for the taste. Amen. Amen. It's good, y'all. Y'all, I tasted it. I tasted it. The jerk chicken, I only give myself 1 piece because I just don't eat like that. But jerk chicken, the sweet potatoes, pinto beans over rice, the pineapple mango smoothie with a touch of honey and vanilla. Woo, yum. And we got some leftovers. I wanted to try a coffee that a friend of mine is absolutely raving about. Something that Starbucks sells called the brown sugar oat with oat milk cream or something like that. But because I'm on a no spin, low spin, I decided to give this a whiffs of my own ingredients. And I did not taste hers, but I am gonna let her try it. But I'm gonna make it first to see if it all comes together. So while this coffee is brewing, I'm gonna go and make my brown sugar. The ingredients that I'm going to use is cinnamon, vanilla, and a little bit of dark brown sugar. And I'm gonna use almond milk as my cream instead of oat milk. Now I have a little water that's in the cup already because that's one of the ingredients as well. I'm gonna add a spoonful of the brown sugar. I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon, and I'm gonna add a little bit of the vanilla. I don't want this to be a really sweet coffee. I don't really like sweet coffees, but then I'm going to mix it in with the water, heat it up just a tad, and then pour it into the coffee. Now I'm using decaf coffee simply because I don't want to waste one of my caffeinated coffee K-pods, if this don't turn out right and I have to throw it away. Just to be honest. But if it does turn out okay, then when my friend comes by to try my version, I'm going to use the regular caffeinated coffee. But for me, I'm going to try the decaf. So here we go. I don't want it really sweet, as I mentioned, so I'm not using too much brown sugar. And just a few sprinkles of cinnamon and probably half a capful of vanilla. A little vanilla goes a long way. And I can actually taste this. I don't want this to be really sweet. I'm gonna microwave it for about 20 seconds or less. it is hot and melted. And she actually likes the iced version of the brown sugar oat milk. I always prefer the hot version of coffees. So depending on how this goes, I'm going to try to get her to try the warm version. And then if she just want it iced, of course we can always add some ice, chill it off a bit. All right, I'm going to go and grab the coffee. It should be finished now. All right, let's adjust this camera. Okay, I wanted to put it there so you could see it. And again, I have my brown sugar mix. Give it just a little stir. It's warm, so it should blend in nicely. This is going to be really tough to add this almond milk, which I don't prefer a lot of milk in mine. Let's see how it goes. I think if I would have frothed the almond milk, it would have looked prettier sitting on top and flowing down in the coffee. But let's taste. Let's taste. It's different. If I was trying to sweeten it, I would add just a little more brown sugar to it, because it's not sweet, and I like that. I do like that. But I know that since she's used to, I'm assuming the Starbucks one is sweet. So I may add a little bit more brown sugar to the one that I fixed for her. But for me, I can drink this. I could drink this and be okay with it. And I'm glad that I did choose decaf for this. It's kind of hard to explain. It gives it almost a Jamaican feel with that cinnamon bursting out of it. But I didn't use a lot of cinnamon either. But yeah. So I don't know how the Starbucks brown sugar one tastes. I'm sure she will let me know. And if I need to froth the almond milk to give it the more pretty effect of the one that's iced, because when you have the iced one, the cream, the oat milk just flows through the coffee. I've seen it on, YouTube videos and stuff, but I could drink this. I changed around my bedroom a bit so I could create myself a gym, and I have about 5 pieces of equipment over there. So I'm gonna take my coffee and I'm gonna start on my stepper. The coffee helps get me going. I do have a smoothie left over from last night that I'm going to drink after I get finished with my little workout here. Whew. I only do about 30 minutes. It's not intense at all. So later when my friend came by, this is the version of the brown sugar coffee that I created for her. As you can tell, it is a little more prettier. I did froth the milk on the top of it. And y'all, it actually was pretty good. I made it a little sweeter, and I encouraged her to try it hot instead of iced. And she actually liked it. I liked it too, even though it was sweeter than my original one. Y'all, I had took my soup out of the freezer last night so it can be thawing out when I get ready to reheat it. And I think I'm just going to reheat it. It's 9:00 a.m. I've already eaten my oatmeal earlier, around 6:30, and I think for my mid-morning snack, I'm about to enjoy my soup. So I hope it tastes good. It's been in there for maybe 2 months now. and I'm not sure, but it's already cooked. But this is leftover soup, so I'm gonna see how it is. Okay, it looks pretty decent. Let's taste. Tastes good, y'all. I have some work to do, so I'm gonna sit over here while I eat and enjoy my soup. I have still have a few of these garlic rye chips that I love. They are so hard for my teeth, but I'm going to the dentist right now trying to work on my teeth, but I'm gonna enjoy them with my soup and get some work done. Another one of my side gigs, I don't think I've ever discussed this with you guys, is that of being a note taker. What I have is clients who either work for themselves, they have small businesses, or they in general, someone can hire me if they're having a meeting with somebody about an investment or whatever it is they want notes taken on. Back in the day when I first started this gig, we called it minutes. We need you to take the minutes of the meeting. But now I just simply call myself a note taker. And I prepare a summary of the meeting along with the notes, who said what. I actually record the meeting because I want it to be accurate. And that's part of my pay and why I charge the way I charge, because I can assure them that their meeting notes will be accurate about who said what the final decisions was, if any resolutions were made, whatever I'm there for as part of being the note taker of the meeting, because most of my clients want all of their attendees to be participants. And sometimes one or two people get stuck with taking notes and they're not actually participating in the meeting. But for the meetings that I take notes on, all the participants are actually participating. No one is responsible for taking notes. And so that's what I get paid for. So just another side gig that I do. When I tell y'all, I wear many, many hats. I wear many, many hats. And anything that I can basically do to keep my time occupied and keep me from getting bored and not feeling challenged, I'll create a job out of it most of the time. I don't stick with all of them necessarily, but I do create the job and the opportunity to make money for doing so. So maybe this is something that if you're good with taking notes and you can, type and do all that and prepare the summaries and so forth. And with AI, I tell you, with this new AI, it has made my job even more easier. I was thinking once AI came out, I probably would be out of this side gig, because now the companies can actually, record their meeting and have AI create a summary of their meeting if they choose to. However, as of now, I do still have all 7 of my clients, and they haven't switched over to AI yet, but that is something that I have discussed with them, because I always like to try to save small businesses money, and I don't want to try to take advantage of anybody, because I know small businesses struggle sometime. And so using AI, of course, you'll still have to pay for a certain version of AI if you choose to use that version, but in the end of the day, it'll still be cheaper than what they have to pay me. So that is an option that I give to them. But
all 7 have basically said, no, 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 not right now. Maybe in the future, but right now we like the accuracy, we like the confidence in knowing you've been note taking for us for quite a while. So I appreciate that loyalty. I really, really do. But you know, if this job side gig phase out because of AI, then hey, I've made my money and I invested nothing but just simple time. I invested nothing but time. And a lot of times I'm not able to do all the meetings when they are scheduled to happen. So that's why I have them record some of the meetings that I'm not able to physically attend on Zoom or in person or over the phone. I have them record those meetings and then I go back and do the note taking for them. So it all worked out and it has worked out so far. And I do truly thank my loyal clients. I personally can't take probably more than 7 clients. I'm glad I have 7. I could actually reduce that number if I choose to 4 because they keep me busy. They're always having meetings, and these are not companies that are related to each other. They're all different companies. They're in different cities, some of them. So yeah, it's a busy little side gig, but it keeps me busy and I appreciate that.
So I'm sure y'all saw the coffee I tried with the brown sugar for my friend to taste, and she liked the second one, of course, and I figured that's much because that first one wasn't sweet at all. So I'm gonna try it today with some hazelnut creamer that I have. And I am gonna put my spoon of brown sugar, a little bit of vanilla, just a splash of cinnamon, and I'm going to stir that up. That cinnamon gives it a different type of smell, like you're in the Caribbean. The Caribbean. And I'm going to use my frother to actually froth my hazelnut, because for some reason I just think it'll be good if it's froth. There it is. Yeah, it tastes good. Y'all, I want to apologize because I did not film me doing my turkey, ground turkey, and broccoli and angel hair pasta. But when I tell y'all, this ground turkey is delicious. It's delicious. And I used my peppers out of my garden freezer. Ooh. So I'm gonna have to, I owe y'all a video because I'm gonna have to show y'all how I prepared my ground turkey with my angel hair pasta. I had spinach out of the freezer garden, delicious, and I had broccoli. I didn't have any more broccoli in my freezer, so I had to go and buy some fresh broccoli. It was delicious, of course, but I've used all of my broccoli out of my freezer garden. So I'm gonna, this is some leftovers we had, and I'm gonna eat mine for lunch. But I did want to come back on and show you guys that I did prepare my turkey with the frozen peppers, the spinach. I sauteed it on top of the oven, top of the stove. Woo, it was good, y'all. It was good. So anyway, sorry about that, but that's going to conclude this video, you guys. I have another meeting to attend actually this morning, and I'm going to be the note taker of that. And as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for, oh, y'all, my lunch. OMG. Bye. I'm trying to film a video. Y'all enjoy y'all day. This is not going to ruin my day. But enjoy y'all day, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Oh my God. Enjoy yourselves. Oh.